let's look at the stories making headlines. NAKACHINDA arrested. Membe concerned over delays in CHILANGWA and CHITOTELA'S case. TAYALI excited with ICAO audit. In international news, Russia launches drones and missiles at KYIV. In the sports news, BAKALA happy with FIFA talented program. Now the news in detail. Opposition Socialist Party President Fred Membe has expressed concerns over the prolonged illegal process faced by imprisonment Patriotic Front leaders Nixon Chilangwa and Ronald Chitotela. Dr. Membe has explained that both leaders are in good spirit and worried about the delays in their cases. He adds that the maximum prison has got a lot of harsh conditions and gives pressure to the inmates. Zambia Police Service has disclosed that it has arrested Patriotic Front General Secretary Raphael NAKACHINDA for the alleged offense of seditious practices contrary to Section 57, Clause 1b and Section 60, Clause 1b of the Penal Code Act, Chapter 87 of the Laws of Zambia. Police Public Relations Officer Ray Amonga has explained that the brief facts of the matter are that on August 21, 2024, Mr. NAKACHINDA alleged issued a statement during a press conference held at undisclosed location. Mr. Amonga has mentioned that the statement, which was subsequently circulated on various social platforms, is believed to have bordered seditious practices. He adds that Mr. NAKACHINDA has since been detained in police custody. The police public relations officer has disclosed that Mr. NAKACHINDA is currently waiting for fulfillment of bond conditions.
The Zambia Police Service, which is informed the general public that Mr. Raphael NAKACHINDA, age 46, has been arrested for alleged offense of seditious practices contrary to Section 57, 1b and Section 61b of the Penal Code Act, Chapter 7 Laws of Zambia. The brief facts of the matter are that on the 21st of August 2024, Mr. NAKACHINDA allegedly issued a statement during a press conference held at an undisclosed location. This statement, which was subsequently circulated on various social media platforms, is believed to border on seditious practices. Mr. NAKACHINDA has been detained in police custody. He is currently awaiting fulfillment of police bond conditions. The Zambia Police Service we reiterate our commitment to upholding the law and ensuring that any actions that undermine public order and security are...
Minister of Transport and Logistics Frank TAYALI has expressed happiness with the high passing rate the aviation sector has called after being audited by the International Civil Aviation Organization. Mr. TAYALI has explained that the preliminary result conducted release puts Zambia achievement at 73.48% effective implementation, translated into being above the East and Southern African region average of 60.71% and global average of 69.4% respectively. He adds that the achievement will make sure that the aviation sector takes back its top-notch role of being the best in the region and beyond. The minister has mentioned that the new Dawn administration places the aviation sector as a key strategic so far national development is concerned as transcode into regional integration.
Well, I guess I'm the bearer of some good news. Whereby I'm sure the country is aware that we did receive auditors from the International Civil Aviation Organization, ICAO, who basically were here to conduct an audit on a number of issues, what are known as major safety concerns in the aviation sector. The last time that similar audit was done was back in 2009, where we performed very badly, scoring 35 0.4%. Now, obviously, that resulted in a ban where Zambian-operated airliners could not actually fly into places such as Europe.
That item takes us to the first short break. We'll be right back with more stories. Don't go away. We continue with the stories. Ministry of Green Economy and Environment Permanent Secretary Dauti Chimba says government puts a premium on environmental protection and enforcement. Dr. Chimba states that the ministry will ensure the natural resources are managed sustainably. He has emphasized that the responsibility of ensuring that the environment is managed according to sustainable principles, which implies the natural resources must be managed and utilized sustainable. This came to light in a speech delivered on his behalf by the Ministry Director of Environment, Fishon Gondwe, during the ministerial stakeholders engagement in Lusaka organized by the Center for Environment Justice with the support from the Bread for the World BFTW.
With the responsibility of ensuring that our environment is managed sustainably. This implies that natural resources must be managed and utilized sustainably. In this regard, we place a high premium on environmental monitoring and compliance in our mission. It is therefore essential that we enforce the resolutions and regulations that have been put in place to protect our land, water, air, and biodiversity.
On behalf of the Center for Environment,
with the responsibility.
Meanwhile, Center for Environment Justice, CEJ Board Chairperson Vincent Ziba explained that there is need to ensure the rights and livelihood affected communities are protected as the country pursues development, particularly in sectors like mining and agriculture. Mr. Ziba has explained that equitable resettlement policies are vital in achieving this balance, ensuring that no community is left behind in the country pursuit of progress. Mr. Ziba was speaking this in a speech delivered on his behalf by CEJ board member Emmanuel Mtemba.
we are gathered here today to discuss and address some of the most pressing issues concerning our environment and the communities that rely on it. Today, we focus on two critical areas. These are biodiversity conservation and compliance and equitable resettlement policies. Ladies and gentlemen, these topics are not only central to environmental protection, but are also integral to the well-being and sustainable development of our nation. Our natural heritage is our wealth. The implementation of effective biodiversity strategies is crucial in ensuring that our biodiversity is preserved.
That item takes us to the second short break. We'll be right back with more stories. Don't go away.
about your business going down? Are you tired of waiting for customers all day long? HTV brings to you My Business Desk, where you can advertise your business and see it grow. It doesn't matter how small or big your business is, HTV covers everything because HTV cares.
We continue with the news. Russia has carried out another wave of strikes on the Ukrainian capital, Kyiv. The missiles struck homes, infrastructure, and a school. We monitor Al Jazeera for more details.
As missiles lit up the skies, smoke billowed into the air, sparking fires from their destructive impact. Ukraine's military administration said its air defense units destroyed more than 10 cruise missiles and nearly 10 ballistic missiles. In the full light of day, the destruction was evident. Parents accompanying their children for the first day of school were confronted with the damage.
I am quite angry, but I think we will cope with it and our children will be stronger. For them, it will not be some great tragedy, but simply a moment that must be experienced and then move on.
Other students recalled the terror of the attacks.
My hands are still shaking. I started running into the building and lost my slipper. We all ran. My neighbor was shouting.
Sports news. Zambia under-16 boys national team Ian BAKALA has expressed happiness with the campaign in the FIFA Talent Development Program tournament to be held from 3rd to 9th September 2024 in Cote d'Ivoire.
I think at the moment both the boys are looking good. Yeah, despite the time we came in, I think there's much improvement this time. Yeah, I think it's a good idea that there are a lot of players, I think, who came from the provinces to impress their talent here, which I think as coaches, I think we have seen good players in it. Yeah, despite we can't get all of them. But when we started, I think players had that difficulties of coming up themselves. Some they were a bit afraid. But later on, afterwards, I think when we started talking to them to be themselves, I think they are coming up. Looking at last week and this week, I think there's a big difference. Well, I think practically we have done very well.
That item takes us to the end of our lunch hour news on HTV. But before we go, a recap of stories making headlines. NAKACHINDA arrested. Membe concerned over delays in CHILANGWA and CHITOTELA'S case. TAYALI excited with ICAO audit. In the international news, Russia launches repairs of drones and missiles at KYIV. And in sports news, BAKALA happy with FIFA Talented Development Program. For more news update, you can like and follow our Facebook page, MyHTV Zambia, and you can also follow our YouTube channel, that is MyHTV Zambia. On behalf of my director, Mwansi Singala, and the entire management of HTV, it's present viewing and have a wonderful day.
worried about your business going down? Are you tired of waiting for